There comes a time in everyone's life when the noise of the world becomes so loud that it drowns out the voice within, a time when conformity seems more comfortable than courage, and when following the crowd feels safer than walking alone. In that moment, you face a decision that shapes everything. Do you continue blending in, pleasing everyone, hiding behind the shield of the group? Or do you step out, walk alone, and trust yourself to become what the world never expected from you? This is the path of the lone wolf, not of arrogance or isolation, but of clarity, independence, and strength forged in solitude. It's not a rejection of community, but a refusal to be dependent on it for identity or validation. It's the brave choice to lead yourself when no one else will, to work when no one's watching, to push forward when no one's clapping, and to believe in your path even when the world misunderstands it. The lone wolf mentality isn't about being alone forever. It's about knowing that you are enough on your own, that before you lead others, you must lead yourself, that before you earn trust, you must first trust in your own capacity to survive, to adapt, and to rise. So many people wait for permission, they wait for applause, they wait for signs, but lone wolves don't wait. They act, they build silently, they suffer quietly, they transform without spectacle. And when the time comes, they emerge not needing the world's approval, because they've already earned their own. Some will call it cold, others will call it selfish, but the truth is, it's necessary. Necessary for those who have dreams too big to be explained, and potential too powerful to be restrained. The lone wolf doesn't wander because he has no pack. He wanders because the wilderness calls him to discover who he really is, away from the distractions, away from the expectations, and away from the noise that keeps so many people small. Solitude becomes his forge, his fire, his test. Because nothing exposes your weaknesses faster than being alone, and nothing reveals your strength deeper than surviving it. We live in a world that celebrates connection, but often fears solitude. We're taught to collaborate, to blend in, to find our tribe. But few are taught how to be alone with themselves. Few are shown how powerful it is to stand still in silence and listen to your own voice when the world tries to silence it. The lone wolf mentality is not about abandoning people. It's about refusing to abandon yourself. It's about choosing the discomfort of growth over the convenience of consensus. It's about realizing that your purpose may require you to be misunderstood, doubted, and even mocked. Until you succeed. When you walk the path of the lone wolf, you become responsible for everything. Your failures are your own, your wins are quiet, your discipline is personal, and your purpose becomes sacred. No excuses. No waiting, no backup plan, just you, your mission, and the fire inside that refuses to die. You stop blaming, you stop comparing, you stop asking, why me, and start declaring, try me. You don't chase the world. You build yourself so strong the world can't ignore you. So if you find yourself feeling like an outsider, good. If you feel like you don't fit in, perfect. If you've ever wondered if your path is too lonely to be real, keep going, because the path of the lone wolf is not the easy one, but it is the one that leads to greatness. It's the one that forges leaders. It's the one that teaches you to hunt with purpose, to think with clarity, and to act with courage. And when the time comes, you will not return as who you were, but as someone the world cannot break, cannot ignore, and cannot stop. That is the lone wolf mentality, that is the choice, and it begins now. The truth about walking alone is that it strips you of every excuse. There's no one left to blame, no distractions to lean on, no applause to keep you motivated. It's just you, your habits, your mindset, your work ethic, and your purpose. And that's exactly why most people avoid this path. Because when you're alone, your weaknesses are no longer hidden by the crowd. Your doubts are no longer drowned out by noise. You see yourself clearly, and you're forced to confront what needs to change. That's not easy, but it's necessary, because greatness isn't built in comfort. It's built in solitude, in silence, in those long hours where you keep showing up even when no one notices. The lone wolf mentality isn't about pride, it's about purpose. It's about deciding that you are the one who's responsible for your own future. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do it for you. You have to wake yourself up. You have to push yourself forward. And you have to do it again tomorrow. The world doesn't give you what you wish for. It gives you what you work for. And working alone means building discipline, not for the world to see, but because you refuse to be average. It means putting in the reps when you're tired, sacrificing fun for focus, and doing what needs to be done even when nobody claps for you. That's the strength of the lone wolf, relentless self-respect, not arrogance, not ego, but a deep belief that your future matters enough to protect it, fight for it, and chase it, even if you have to do it alone. And in the end, the lone wolf doesn't stay alone forever. What separates them isn't that they walk alone, it's that they walk first. They lead themselves before anyone believes in them. They build silently before anyone supports them. And when they return, they don't come back to prove anyone wrong. They come back to inspire others to rise, because the lone wolf's journey isn't just about solitude, it's about transformation. It's about becoming so strong within yourself that when the time comes to lead, to love, to serve, and to stand tall, you do it from a place of truth, not dependence. The path may be hard, it may be long, but it is worth it, because when you learn to stand alone, nothing and no one can ever truly shake you again. You become the fire that doesn't burn out. You become the storm that doesn't run. You become the wolf who leads, not because they wanted to be alone, but because they were brave enough to walk alone until they became someone others could follow. That is the lone wolf mentality. That is your power. And now the world will never be the same because you chose to answer the call. You said,